Hello.
Hello.
How do you do? Thank you, thank you. Shall we have a seat?
Sure.
All right, ready? Go. Okay. All right, so this is my second time at Slush here. I had an opportunity to come last year. I think it's gotten quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
It seems to be a good atmosphere right now. It's a pretty exciting event.
Yeah. So also, this is the second time of my Slush, and the first time was the first time. It was the outside.
Outside?
Yeah.
Was it raining?
No, it was good weather. Yeah.
Good weather.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
Sorry.
So today I think we're going to talk about startups. I mean, obviously being here at Slush, but maybe we could start getting some perspective on your company and what it was like when you first founded it.
Okay.
Maybe if you could just give a brief description of how you founded it and we could hop in from there.
Okay. So I started the Raksul in 2009. It was 8 years ago by myself, and the employees only me.
Just you?
Yeah, just me. I didn't have the co-founder, so I started by myself, and so I was 24 and working for 24 hours. Every 7 days, every
24 hours,
yeah.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
You'll die.
Yeah, exactly 20 hours.
That's too much.
Yeah.
What prompted you to start the company?
My plan, sorry?
Yeah, why did you start the company?
So because I get, to be told, I'm get tired of my previous job. It was a consulting job.
You were tired?
Yeah.
Was it working more than 20 hours a day?
No, so because of my motivation, not the working style. Working style is also really hard, but I couldn't keep my motivation of a consulting job.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was not creative. I want to be more creative. So
I see.
That's why I started my business.
Do you think that sort of way of thinking of not being able to be very creative is common among large Japanese companies?
Yeah, sorry?
So I think perhaps that being stuck in a position where you're not very free,
yeah,
and you have to work long hours
yeah.
following orders is maybe common in Japanese large companies.
Yeah, that's true.
You think so?
Yeah, yes, that's very true. So if I was working for not large company, the previous company, the employee of the previous company was 200.
200 people.
Yeah, but I couldn't do any. So I was not creative in that time. I couldn't do what I think. Yeah, so
one thing that I think strikes me as a little bit different from maybe Japanese youth and the maybe Silicon Valley culture youth is in the beginning, I think there is a desire in Japan to join a large, prestigious company.
That's true.
Whereas maybe in the beginning, right out of college, there's more of a drive to do a startup in the States. What do you think drives that cultural difference? Is there's a pressure or a need to be stable early on, and then people like you get sick of it after a little while and then go to start a company?
Yeah.
What do you think drives that maybe lack of the challenge spirit from the beginning?
Yes, so in my case, when I was a university student, so usually the Japanese Japanese people don't think his life, so don't think he can drive his life.
So they don't feel they have control.
Yeah, they can't. We can't. Don't think we can control my life by myself.
Why?
Why?
Why don't they think they have control?
I think that comes from the education system. So Japanese education system is basically following the answer, not the question does not require the what do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. So we remember and following the answer. So this is why we didn't have the training of
Yeah.
the thinking by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So I also feel that way very strongly about the Japanese education system. I
Yeah.
actually have 3 daughters
Uh-huh.
right now, and they're all, of school age
Yeah.
or about to be in school age. So I'm a little worried if they're going to be able to think for themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
But on the other hand, I also see events like this and companies like Raksul where they have startup companies and they have venture-minded individuals. So I'm curious, where do those people come from? Is there something different from them than the other people? You had standard Japanese education, right?
Yes, I got the education of the public education, elementary school, junior high school, and also it's a very usual, so normal university I went.
Just standard education the whole way through.
It's a really standard education, but maybe because of the information, what the source of the information is changing. Before our company, our age, there's no internet, and basically the information of your career, the role model of your career is just only from the senior friend or senpai. Yeah, but in our age, we were grown up with internet, and even though the information from Silicon Valley or India or Europe, we can get. Even though you can't read English, it's many information are transfer, and we can read Japanese. The outside of the information by Japanese, and when I started Raksul, most of our information, how to run your company, how to manage people, how to make the culture, the information comes from Silicon Valley, not Japanese startup.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why maybe my thinking of making the company is really close to the way of Silicon Valley. This is very interesting that we invest to the Indonesian startup and the Indian startup, and I talked with them. They are also very young, 27 guys and 29 guys, and but their information about the management, about the startup is also the same with me.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same from the Y Combinator, like US.
So you think the drive of people in Japan becoming more startup-minded is because of the internet and because of the access to additional information. So do you think that even with the education system the way it is today, that automatically that is somewhat enough, or that is supplementing and will allow more companies to be successful as startups in Japan? Do you think you think it's sufficient?
Yes, I support the opinion, but not everybody. It's a very limited people who have the very strong curiosity about the information.
So it's up to them to go look it up on their own.
Yeah.
What do you think distinguishes people that have that curiosity and those that don't, that are going through the standard education?
Yeah, that's a very good question. What do you think of?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I see a lot of people that don't seem to have that curiosity, and they seem to be satisfied with what's given to them.
Yeah.
And then I see people like you or people at this event that go out and find out that information for themselves, and they just have that hunger. And it's very strange for me, the first group of people that don't have that hunger, because growing up in the States and in my first couple companies that I worked at in the US, all of the people that joined the company at the same time as me were all very much, how do I progress my career?
Yeah.
What can I do to give myself more skill? What can I do to get bigger? And it was sort of a common mindset that you were always fighting with your peers to see who could sort of get more advanced first. And here it doesn't seem to be quite, it seems maybe there's more of a solidarity, or everybody trying to stick together, preventing them from going out and doing that type of thing.
Maybe our Japanese society have the very bad habit, it's our peer pressure.
Peer pressure,
Yeah, peer pressure.
Well, of course, there's peer pressure in the States too, but I think the peer
Uh-huh.
pressure works the opposite way,
Yeah.
where it's maybe a peer pressure to, especially as you get higher and higher in the education groups, a peer pressure to do more, or you haven't started a company yet, or you haven't gotten promoted yet. It's that type of peer pressure instead of peer pressure to be the same. So it almost works the other way, and of course that's too much pressure for some people
Yeah.
and very stressful for others.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think about the working environments of a standard Japanese large company compared to maybe a startup company? It's quite a big difference.
Yeah, quite big difference.
Don't
Yeah.
you think? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't recommend wrong working, and so before that, we recommend very long working style because we didn't have any employees. So, but right now we recommend the limited working time, and we require them to perform in the time.
So in the beginning, of course, there were so few people. You had to do everything yourself. You were working long hours. But as you tried to recruit more people, you sort of used that as an appeal point, where we have more work-life balance, and that's why it's good to work here in this limited set of hours. You can use your time efficiently and then go home and enjoy your family life.
Yes, yes.
Which I think is great.
Yeah.
But it's strange to me that the large companies don't seem to follow suit. They seem to be more pressuring people to stay later, work longer hours, and not go home before your boss. But people still don't seem to want to leave. I think, you know, if I was at that company and everybody was pressuring me to work very long hours, very inefficiently, I would quit.
This is also the kind of the peer pressure. It's you know, the boss are get to be boss by working long time, and so the boss perform the next level.
Yeah.
So they think the good working way is the same way I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and also next level is same and the same, and so that's why most of the Japanese management are composed of over 50 or sometimes 60 or 70. It's very big problem of the aging. Not only the social aging, but also the company aging.
Yes.
The management is too aging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and they evaluate the next level, and the next level is also 50, and they evaluate the next level. And
when they finally get the power, then they're already up that high and close to retirement age.
The writing style, the good way they think is I think 30 years ago or 40 years ago in 1980 or 1990. Do you know the very famous TV commercial in Japan? It's our energy drink.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, so
V-drink!
Yeah, no.
違うんかい。
24時間戦いますか? 24 hours you can work.
No, I don't know that
you can
one.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really famous TV commercial that the people the idealistic working style was you know, it's you can work 24 hours for a company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a TV commercial show that, and they recommend the that working style
Work
in
more,
2000.
work more.
Yeah, 1980.
I see.
So the top level of Japanese large company has that experience. So so that's why, and they have the you know, HR rights. They can promote the next level to the next level. So that's why they still stick to they want to make sense about their writing style them by himself.
They want to actualize all the work that they've put into it.
Yeah.
And say I wasn't wrong, basically.
Yeah.
So does it take people to go through that once and be frustrated to have the drive to then go start their own thing?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. So many large company, my friends who are working for the large company have a really big stress
Yeah.
About the company.
Very stressful
they
company, yeah.
always complain about the company. I can't understand why they are still
Yeah.
staying. But
I kind of feel the same way. I hear a lot of people complaining about their company, but there
Yeah.
seems to be such a hesitation to quit.
yeah.
I think if there's a hesitation to quit, there's no incentive for the company to do any better.
Yeah.
So more people should just quit, right?
Yeah, that's
I think that would solve
that.
a lot
Yeah.
of the problem, but
Yeah.
there's some stigma like, I can't do that. I don't want to cause people
So-
any trouble.
For the high performance people, he enjoyed his working. Yeah, so pressure or stress does not be good result.
Yeah.
Does not.
Yeah, you're
lead
always
to the
worried you're not going to be able to
performance.
do as
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's why I'm a founder of this company, and I don't believe the by using stress, the management style with high pressure, high
Yeah.
stress does not make good company. But because what I want to do is to build up a good company, a strong company. So to build up this strong company, to make the good environment, good comfortable environment for the employee, and the employee are very safe, and they are enjoy our company, and
Yeah.
they have this strong motivation to his work, and this is a best, I believe, best way to the
Sure.
good way.
I think that's great too. And
Yeah.
usually, whatever company would give you the best benefits, the best working style
Yeah.
in a free market, that should be the one that everybody wants to go to. But there seems to be something in the Japanese mindset stopping that from being fully successful. There's something, some prestige, or there's some respect for
Yeah,
people
yeah.
enduring.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
endure
That's
for
true,
the sake
yeah.
of endurance. It seems ridiculous to me,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
very much a part, I think, of the work culture here. How do we get around that?
Yeah. So sorry.
So is there anything we can do to sort of downplay? You have to just endure this. You have to deal with this instead of telling them, maybe there's a better way.
Yeah.
How do we convince them that there's a better way without making them
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through all of that trouble?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So maybe we
I-
can switch topics a little bit. I heard that your company
Okay.
is actually 70% women. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which is extremely uncommon for Japanese companies, right?
But
Especially IT companies.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We have the operation team, and there are almost 100 people operation. And in this team, 70% are composed of women, and
Yes.
the other corporate team or strategy or marketing engineering team. This is our unfortunately 80% or 75% are men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still very high percentage of actual women
Yeah.
employees. I think the women in Japan are very underutilized. I think there's very highly skilled women
That's true.
that are unable to, use all of their skills. Maybe because at a time of childbirth they were, let
Yeah,
go of a
yeah.
company, or because they might, have a child, they weren't really promoted far enough. And as having 3 daughters growing up in Japan, this is a very big concern for me.
Yeah, I have the daughter also.
Of course, in the U.S. where I'm from, it's not perfect either, and there's still not gender equality that's completely perfect. But Japan, I think, is still very much behind on what it should be for allowing women to work and be successful in the workplace. But your company seems to be making good progress in that area. What are the types of things that you've done to get there?
So this is also comes from the result. My thinking way of the result. To usually the evolution of the people is only performance, but I think even in Japan, the people population is 50% of population are men, but 50% are women.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So customer women in our business are more than 60% of our customer are women. So
Really?
yeah, we need to we need to involve the thinking way of women.
Yes.
And not only the sexuality, but also the aging, but
Yeah.
also the engineer or business guys or operation guys. The balance is more important than performance. The balance of the team is more important than the individual performance. So
Balance of having all of the different ways of thinking represented
That's right.
could give forth the good
Yeah.
ideas. You know, I agree with you in some respects to that,
Yeah.
but in other respects I have to disagree. I think the performance is probably the most important thing. If you have good performance and get good results, that'll translate into more money, and that'll translate into more profit, more R&D, bigger company, more people, stuff like that. But where I can agree with you is that by not having a good representation of all of those different minorities, you're missing out on opportunities for good ideas that could drive major new revenue streams.
yeah, but as a management, so usually this is very honestly, it's we really want to hire the good talent of the women,
Yeah,
but look at the HR market.
yes.
There's no women, so
There's no women.
Yeah,
Where'd they go?
the percentage of the job changing market,
Yeah.
the people who are existing in job changing market, the most of the people are men.
So women are
So-
not in the market to change jobs.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think because the life event, so get to be the pregnant and or after their what's the biggest problem is after the she got child she
Yeah.
got the child, she does not come back to the job market.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that because she feels maybe that her opportunities will be limited?
I think she believes so.
Yeah.
I don't think the real is really different. We are, like here, many women are here.
Yeah.
And they are really high performer. I would like to hire like this audience. So
All right, everybody.
yeah,
apply.
everybody. So, but usually the women. So to about the performance to hire the good talent is really makes sense. But Japan's many company does not like the type of the workforce.
I wonder, so is it just a matter of getting the messaging out there and
Yeah,
saying,
okay.
as a skilled woman, there actually are lots of opportunities for you, so you should participate in the job change market, and you might just find some opportunities that match those skill sets, and then it's win-win for the company and for those people.
Okay, so women who are here, please let me know, and I need you guys.
All right, so that's a good plug for working at Atsugiri, and it looks like we're just about over time here. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Interesting
Jason.
talk. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Hey, Joe! Thank you.